Hi everyone, welcome to our channel.
Or welcome back to it.
Today we're going to be playing more Wytchwood.
Yes, let's get into it. I really like the art style of this game.
Me too, it's really cute. It's very
It is,
aesthetic.
it's aesthetically pleasing. Okay, can we talk about the fact that the witch has a cauldron on her head?
I love it.
How, first of all, how does she breathe? It looks like there's only eye holes.
You don't breathe
You don't breathe. How is she functioning then?
by not breathing.
Okay. What, does she have a different means of breathing that isn't from her face?
She's clearly a chicken. She does not need oxygen.
Oh yeah, that's right, I forget all chickens don't need oxygen. You're right.
Precisely. I know what I'm talking about.
Mm. You do know what you're talking about. I'm so proud of you.
Sorry, I'm addicted to breaking things.
We know. Or I know. I don't know if they know. But oh, there's the puppo once it is that just meat on a stick? It's just meat on a stick. That's awesome.
I wonder if that's going to be a direction we need to go.
It might be. Well, it looks like you're in a new area right here.
Yeah, this up part was not open originally. Ooh.
Oh,
Okay, we're collecting the
crying.
souls of the bear, ox, leech, and snake.
Oh, okay.
Weeping Maiden. You approach a young woman weeping sorrowfully into her palms. She catches her breath for a moment and looks out longingly over the placid lake. Oh, my dear sweet songbird, why have you forsaken me to a life devoid of your love? Tears well up in her eyes as she buries her face once again. You consider leaving this melodrama well enough alone, but something about the poor girl reminds you of the maiden slumbering under your house. You draw out a tattered handkerchief and offer it to the maiden.
There, there. Dry your eyes, my child, and tell old Granny what the matter is.
Oh, thank you. You're very kind. She takes the cloth and daintily dabs the corner of her eyes. Swallowing the last of her sobs, she composes herself before sighing wistfully. It's my beloved. Such a sweet and romantic man, with the voice of a meadowlark.
Ah, I get it. He dumped you. Well, don't worry, there's plenty of other frogs in the swamp.
What? No! He loves me, and I him. Though our families would never allow us to be together, he'd come and sing outside my balcony every night. One night we both vowed to escape and meet by this lake. Her lip quivers. I waited and waited under the waning moon, even past the morning sun, but he still didn't reveal himself.
Tough break. Maybe he just wasn't that into you.
The woman snaps at you with sudden vitriol. He would never abandon me. We're destined to be together. She slips back into a melancholic gaze out over the lake. Even now, I can still hear the beautiful melody of his lute coming from across the water. Over the dull sounds of lapping waves and cracking waterfowl, faint notes of some faraway stringing instrument whisper through the reeds.
Oh, I hear it too. Maybe you just are mad in love.
It's coming from somewhere in the middle of the lake. He's out there somewhere, I just know it. She crumples into another dramatic bout of inconsolable tears.
Now, I'm sure it's just some echo bouncing off of the shore. I'll go find where this toddy bard of yours has run off to.
Press tab to open your journal and review quest objectives. Track quest. Blah, blah, blah.
In all honesty, I think that's the accent that I did before. I'm
Polly.
pretty sure. Probably, I don't know. What? Are those little trolls? They are. Little leaf trolls. They're probably aggressive.
Beep, 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 beep.
Yeah, they don't want you touching their rock. Oh, so you're gonna have to make some more of that powder?
Uh,
Yeah, the unveiling powder.
I have to make unveiling powder?
Yeah, that's the little objective I saw on the top right. And you have all the materials to make it, so you can
Reveal the
just go ahead
source of the sound.
by the forest lake.
Gotcha.
This is for the snake. Okay.
Yeah, not exactly in order, but you know, it is what it is.
Hey, I'm pretty sure the snake was at the bottom, but it's fine.
The music seems strongest on this shore, but even here you can't quite place the source. It seems to be emanating from the half-sunken ruin poking out of the lake's waters.
Maybe that fool Bard's hiding out there. Bah. I swim as well as hens fly.
Suddenly, some unseen voice chitters mockingly into your ear. Ho ho, hee hee, the musical man you'll never see. You spin around, but no one is there, just a nattering laughter bouncing on the wind.
Who's there? Show yourself, spirit. Look at the little shithead.
Bitch. You snap
Oh,
your
he
hand
does.
around the elusive creature and squeeze. Ah! Let me go, you nubbly pot! You're crushing the life out of me!
Trifling little pest. What do you know about this music?
Music? What music? All I hear is the slapping waves and the peeping birdies. Your wrinkling old ears must be full of bugs.
Don't you play smart with me. I'll pop on your head off like a daisy.
Oh, you mean that music? It's the sound of the snake's traveling circus. I thought everyone knew that. Circus stays still, but the door's the thing that travels, you see. And right now, the door's out on the lake, but you'll never get in. You give the wretched spirit a good shake, and a shower of glittering dust sheds off its wings.
Tell me how to cross the lake, or I'll make a necklace from your teeth.
Ah, only fae folk can show the way. Dirty fairies built a bridge. Keep all you big folk out, unless the snake invites him in.
You're a fairy, aren't you? Where's this bridge?
Ha! We're a pixie, not one of those flamby mushroom herders. Besides, the bridge is invisible to big stompers like you. The creature peers over your shoulder and waves its tiny arms. Oh, look, there's a fairy now. Why don't you ask her? You turn to look, but in your moment of distraction, the pixie sinks its sharp teeth into your finger.
Ouch, you sneaky little blighter.
Springing free from your grasp, the slippery monster chitters a laugh and vanishes in a cloud of smoke. You look down at your dust-covered hand.
Fairy or not, this bridge must be around here somewhere.
As you run your fingers across the edge of the bowl, the remaining pixie dust on your hand flakes off, as if drawn by an invisible force. Crude pictographs appear on the surface of the basin. They depict a coiled snake presiding at the center of some kind of festival. Directions on how to reveal the bridge are carved on the outside. You see symbols resembling fey dust, dancing fireflies, and bird feathers. Ah, we need fairy dust, fireflies, bird feathers.
Okay, another collection mission then. Do you want me to voice the snake?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, bro. Totally voice the noodle. Oh no, are we about to watch this bird explode?
Probably. Yeah.
Oh no, they both exploded! I thought one of them was going to explode, not both.
No, that's good. That's good. We have now 2 of
That
the
is
3
good.
feathers we need.
That is good, yes. You do need to get one more fairy dust and then, I guess, go to the spot where... Oh, fairy dust. Wait a minute. The fairies that were in that garden that we saw before, would that work? Like, if you catch them in a net, would that count as fairy dust?
I think I have to make this powder again.
I don't think so. I think that's only for the pixies, because they're pixies, not fairies. Unless...
Yeah, but I
don't know.
think these are what I need to capture.
There we go.
See?
Oh, I guess that works too, yeah. Alright, so one more bird feather or blue feather, and then 4 fireflies.
Yeah. So, let's make a trap. I need to make these.
The wicker wart. Try saying that's fast.
No.
Yeah, no. It'll break your brain. It definitely is messing with mine. When English is not your first language. That
Yeah.
really... Fireflies. I think you should experiment with capturing one of those fairies to see if they still give you dust. Because I think they do too.
I, you know,
I'm pretty...
I think it's okay.
Unless you want them to keep laughing at you like that.
They can laugh all they want. I'm
That's not
stealing
a
all
normal
of their...
mushroom. Oh! It's a...
It's a little guy!
It's a dude!
It's just
He's just a little guy.
baby.
It's a literal baby. It's an actual baby.
Is this...
So now you just have to bring all that to the maiden at the lake. The maiden of the lake.
No, I have to bring it to the basin.
By the maiden of the lake. Is it basin or basin?
Basin.
Okay. I don't know. The English language really messes with my brain at times, as you can clearly tell.
I agree.
Ooh. Oh. So I'm assuming this is where the snake is.
Seems to be.
Wait, is that the maiden's boyfriend?
Potentially.
He's the one with the loot.
Yeah, but he was in a trance, so when I tried to talk to him, it didn't work.
Oh, hi, friend.
Draped in glittering jewelry, the serpent stares intently into a crystal ball as you approach.
Welcome, my dear. Welcome. I saw that you would come here in search of answers. Ah, I just came in search of a bard. That's him outside, right? With the loot? The minstrel? Yes, he is working off a debt to me. All those folk out there seem to a touch addled. What did you do to them? They're all humble folk looking for something, just as you are. I am here to provide them with my services in exchange for a bit of work. So what are you, some sort of carnival wizard? You're making quite the racket in my forest. A wizard? No. I am a seer. A scryer of the hidden mists. A foreteller of fortunes and keeper of secrets. Fancy titles you've given yourself. Sounds like you're nothing but a used cart salesman peddling your wares to the gullible. Ah, a skeptic. Step closer and let the crystal ball reveal its mystery.
The snake's voice drops low and seems to fill the tent with a heavy weight.
I am a helper of sorts, an unraveler of knots. I make the forgotten remembered.
You feel the scaly touch of of slithering coils wind around you, but you are powerless to move.
And you have forgotten much.
The snake's eyes swirl in a pattern you've never seen. Imperceptible colors collapse into themselves and fracture into kaleidoscopic mosaics against the canvas walls. A voice speaks from far away. It takes you a moment to realize that it's your own.
I have forgotten so much. Let me help you find your answers.
The serpent's coils slowly squeeze the consciousness out of you. With a desperate push of willpower, you blink away from the snake's hypnotic gaze.
Wait, get off of me, you worm!
You wriggle your body like a sack of loose twigs. Despite your protesting bones, you manage to squirm free and tumble backwards out of the tent.
How's that for a voice for the snake?
It was good. When your eyes open, you find yourself back outside the snake's tent. You pick yourself up from the ground and dust off your shoulders.
Rough. I guess that sly serpent has some tricks up her sleeve. I'd better come up with a plan for the next time I go in there.
The festival patrons seem confused after your tussle with the snake, as if the spell over them was momentarily shaken. The crowds disperse as they fumble about in a haze.
Now's my chance to get a word in with that bard. Maybe I can get him out of this mess.
Strumming his lute, this strapping young man has a faraway look in his eyes. Is it wistfulness, nostalgia, or even hypnosis? Wander I may, but ne'er away from she I call my lover. To my chagrin, I stumbled in and met the gaze of another. Curious, I stared. I was not prepared, and this was my mistake. A binding gaze, now I live my days in the service of the snake. Cry not for me, for there is she that might still see me saved. My spirits they lift, and as she holds a gift from before I was enslaved. A mirror, but shattered, its pieces have scattered. If mended, we may be set free. Down the wishing wellspring to the swamp's moonlit ring, and hiding within up the pixie's tree.
What's all this about a broken mirror? You gave it to that weeping maiden? Speak plainly, you warbling fool.
No matter what you do, the poor musician barely seems to realize you're there. He just keeps strumming his lute and humming this mournful tune.
Ah, maybe that lovesick miss will know what he's on about. These poor people are just under a spell by the snake.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sucks to suck, don't it?
It sucks to be a little...
What were you about to say there, Caitlin?
Oh, still my beating heart. Have you any news about my dear sweet love?
I found him at the carnival, but he's been mesmerized by the snake. Unless I can break the spell, no one in that carnival can leave.
The snake! Say it isn't so. I've heard how he grants wishes, but only for a terrible price. Why would my love be so desperate as to consort with that charlatan?
I haven't a clue, but he's stuck deep. The only thing I managed to get out of him was something about a mirror? Do you know anything about that?
A mirror? Oh, yes! It was the first gift he ever gave me. From inside her bodice, she produces a small cracked hand mirror. But one night, it slipped from my balcony and shattered on the cobblestones. I tried to piece it back together, but I could never find the last 3 shards.
His song mentions something about a wishing well, a moonlit swamp, and a pixie tree? Keep that mirror close. I'll seek out the missing shards and return them to you.
Oh, thank you. I should very much love to see it whole once again.
Okay, so the mission now is to fix a mirror.
This gnarled tree is littered with countless trinkets and bits of trash, glued haphazardly together to form a glittering hive. You reach for a sharp piece of broken glass that could be the mirror shard, but pull your hand away at the last moment. 1,000 beady eyes peer out of the tree's knotholes. A familiar crackling voice floats above the others. You again, Kettlehead! What do you want now?
I've come for that mirror shard. Hand it over and I won't have to strangle you again.
No way! We need shinies to keep gross fairy folk away. Best fairy repellent there is.
What? Since when are fairies afraid of shiny things?
Well, I don't see no fairies around, do ya? But maybe we can work something out. Them smelly mushroom herders have been encroaching on our turf, you see. They've been building those stupid little stone shrines of theirs, and worse yet, they've been hiring mercenaries to guard them. So we can't go anywhere near, but maybe a big stomper like you can take care of the problem for us.
And then you'll give me that shard?
Hey, if there ain't no fairies, we won't need no fairy repellent.
Those rocks that we saw stacked?
Mm-hmm.
Is that the fairy shrines? Like that? Wait. Oh, hi, friend. Use your eye on that tree.
Ooh.
He's a dryad. And then what about the stone thing? How do you destroy it?
You interact
Oh, you
with
just
it.
have to... Can you quickly, like, interact with it and then just run away from the tree?
Girl. Ah.
Okay. So you have to deal with the tree first. The dryad. To make us... What did it say? A cinder block?
Tinder
Cinder
blocks.
blocks?
Oh, we need more, fireflies.
Fireflies.
Hey! If all we need is fireflies, we know where to get thems.
These here youngsters will never know the dread that was the 2010s with them booby wristbands that we had.
Oh my gosh,
You had so many of them.
I needed to be
No.
put down like a rabid dog.
Sorry, son. Dog was rabbit, had to put it down. I love how he's just gonna stare at this well for all eternity because, well, he's too scared
Because,
to go
well,
in it.
haha.
Ha! Ha! I made a pun. Fantastic. What's your favorite sound ever, Caitlin?
It is.
I thought you have a jar. Oh, it's not in your hotbar. Okay.
I have to make them.
Oh, for whatever reason I thought... Oh, Jesus Lord, I can't read. Alright. You're still trying to get...
You hike up
Oh.
the hem of your skirt from the ankle-deep well water and duck down to inspect the small damp cave. A pale shape quickly retreats farther into the dark space. You hear the labored breath of some pathetic thing, frightened and alone.
Hello there. Don't worry, I won't hurt you.
Bloodshot eyes blink nervously up at you. The creature gazes longingly at the light of the world above while simultaneously cowering from it.
Oh dear. What are you doing down in this hole? I bet you're hungry, aren't you?
Two thin, malnourished arms twist out from the crevice. One hand tightly clutches a shard of glass while the other hand reaches out to you, begging for food.
Oh.
You bet your britches I'm gonna go make you some roast beast.
Roast beast. Yes. So, you gotta get roast beast fit. Oh, where'd it come from?
Oh, hello there. Sorry, I think I've managed to get most of this debris off the road.
Looks like you've made a fine wreck. What on earth happened to your cart?
Yes, well, you see, I was sent on a very important mission by order of my captain, the bear.
The bear, you say? What sort of mission?
It's my job to make sure the lakeshore camp is well stocked with provisions, but most importantly, a steady supply of honey for the bear's favorite mead. I was just on my way back from the apiary with a cart full when a deer or something darted out of nowhere. Jostled my poor mule so bad that she broke her bridle and ran off. My own heart nearly leapt out of my rib cage. Piled the darn cart right to the ditch, she did. Now every barrel is smashed and I can't bring myself to report back empty-handed. The bear will have my guts for garters, I'm sure of it.
This bear sounds like quite a brute.
Oh, you don't know the half of it. If he doesn't get his honey mead, heads will roll. Maybe you could lend me a hand.
I can't very well put this broken cart back together.
No, nothing like that. But could you take a message to the sergeant of the lakeshore camp? He's a reasonable fellow. Let him know what happened, and maybe he can get me out of this bind. You can get to the lakeshore camp if you follow the road to the northwest of here. I need to stay with the cart and assess the damages. Oh, dear.
So that's
Okay.
the bear's quest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't switch us. Don't switch us to the bear.
Please don't switch to the bear. Okay, cool. It's swatched. Okay, so you might have to swap back to the snake.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Okay. So first of all, I could have made this down in the cave. No, I couldn't. Where do I get this from?
Oh, it's the embers. You need to go dig up more of the soot, like by where the kiln man is. Or where the lumberjack, the man who gave you the hatchet in the beginning. I think he also has some piles of soot that you can dig up with your trowel.
Yeah, I've got to go down, I think.
Yeah. Oh, here you go, Seer. Alright, roasted beast is made. So now need one more ember to make the cinder box.
Listen to your favorite sound real quick.
No, I will not.
I swear I made that roast beast.
You did.
Oh, okay. Two thin, malnourished arms twist out from the crevice. One hand tightly clutches a shard of glass while the other hand reaches out to you, begging for food. The creature snatches up the meat so quickly that you nearly lose a finger. It scurries back into its little crevice and you hear a satisfying munching from within. We got a glass.
Happy now. You got it. Woo! So
Alright.
you found the one in the well, and now you have to destroy the fairy shrines.
Yeah.
To get that piece, and then you have to go into the swamp to find the other piece. Does it mean like the swamp by the witch's hut? Or
No,
like the deep swamp?
I think it means the swamp.
Oh.
The womp.
Womp womp. Which way's the womp womp?
Oh, this dog is... I keep doing that. Okay, I need to make this. So that I can make this. So that I can throw it at this dog. Okay, so we've got one taken care of.
Now there's just two more. There's one by those little trolls, and then one that's being guarded by that dryad.
Dreadful doll. Okay. Okay. I did it again. I'll eventually...
You keep doing that?
Okay, so we will have to go to the swamp before we can make the dreadful doll. Yeah, definitely, because we have to get basically all that. Okay.
Okay.
I don't necessarily remember where that other one is. Is it over this way?
I think the swamp, if I had to take a guess...
Not the swamp, I was meaning this dryad.
Oh, well, right there. Oh. Do you just go up to him and light him on fire? Oh, he dropped something.
Oh, cool.
Well, that's kind of painful to hear.
It's fine.
Hey, it's
Which
fine. We can
way?
go forest fire one, huh?
Which way is the swamp?
Open up your map. I think if I had to guess, the swamp is in the direction where the leech is. Yeah, look, because there's a little snake, icon.
Ah, okay. So I gotta go up.
Yeah. Into the swamp. Ah, welcome to the swamp. The hellhole that's in every game in some way, shape, or form. Oh, well, he exploded.
Good, we needed him to explode. Smoke pellet. Okay.
And then you use a hatchet on them.
Gotcha. Well, I don't know why I did that. I want to look up how to make a smoke pellet.
Oh, you can make one.
Perfect.
Perfect, perfect. I guess you just throw it? Or... Ooh. You do be low on health.
Jeez. Okay. I want to say that that was probably all we needed from the swamp. Because we gotta make this. We go here. And we gotta go to the fields and to the fields.
No, remember that first thing you made in the beginning? That was like a healing thing? That.
I gotta become healthy.
I think you just have to use it once and it heals you back to full health. Yeah.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Alright.
So now we gotta go to the fields, which I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that's where the ox is. Oh, hello.
Shut up.
Well, aren't you just a lovely dude?
Oh, I'm stuck. Okay, cool.
Copper leg. Now you gotta get seed.
I need 2 more hopper legs and I need grain.
This place looks so peaceful and the music is so nice. I'm assuming right there you can get some grain. No.
There we go.
You soot sprite. They're kind of cute, not gonna lie.
I'm assuming it's up here that I get the grain.
Oh, that is where you get the grain, okay. It's only certain ones you can cut. I think there was another piece you could have picked up when you cut that one over there. I think. I could be wrong.
Yep,
Oh,
on both of
awesome.
them.
Well, dang.
I need one more hopper.
There was one right near the grain that you cut not too long ago.
Was that a hopper?
Yeah, he's right there.
Awesome.
Ta-da!
I did it again!
God, Galen. So now you just make the doll and scare away the little dudes.
I'm making this character walk around like she's drunk.
I mean, she probably is. In some way, shape, or form. Alright. So... Was that all the whatchamacallits? The, fairy shrines you have to destroy?
Yeah, so now I need to go down to old boy's tree.
This dude's tree. I kicked over those little rock piles like you asked. Now give me that shot or I'll knock over this nest too.
You smashed the fairy shrines? Good, good. Take it. We don't want your trash. Alright, now we have to go back to the swamp again because there's a shard in the swamp.
In the swamp.
The swamp.
We go to the swamp. Swamp is a very dangerous place to be. It's always dangerous no matter what game you play.
Yeah, swamps just...
Suck.
Who's there? My eyes have gone milky. Please, come a little closer, sister.
I don't believe we've met before. Why do you call me sister?
I don't need sight to see someone who's also signed a dark contract. The woman looks blindly through you, though you can sense her focus.
Contract? So you've had dealings with that damn little goat too? What sort of pact did he rope you into?
Oh, you know how it is. I was young, and he weren't no goat when I knew him. We used to dance naked under the blood moon and raise the dead to frighten dull country folk. Ah, but it's ancient history now. Old age comes for us all, and eventually you've got to hang up the sacrificial dagger and settle down into the comforts of retirement.
I know the feeling. I miss my cozy chair and little fireplace. Seems like a fine spot you've got here.
Well, it's not all posies and pumpernickel. She clutches worriedly at the moth-eaten blanket in her lap.
It's rattled your bones. Maybe I can help?
It's my dear old husband. Handsome chap, although a bit clumsy. He had a tumble trying to weed out some swamp traps from the yard. Awful things like a snap at your toes when you're not looking. Anyways, he twisted his ankle pretty bad and went off to the sick house to have it looked at. That was a few days ago. He should have been back by now. And these legs haven't worked right in decades, so I can't even go check up on him. I've been so worried. I even thought about making another contract.
Don't you dare. You just wait here. I'll go find him and see what the bother is.
Thank you, sister. The sick house is down the road to the west. Be careful of the critters along the way. They've got a taste for blood.
Oh, that poor snail. He just exploded. Oh, well. He disappeared. He does not wish to be your friend. Unless you want him to be your friend. I don't know.
I'm trying to See if I could catch him. I don't know where the glass shard is here.
Open up your map.
Oh, back this way.
To the sick house. For the shard? I don't remember that being correct.
No, I think it's in the same direction.
Oh, okay. That would make more sense.
The thick moss growing on this massive fallen trunk seems to recoil at your touch, revealing strange etchings. Slowly, a spark of swirling energy seeps forth from the waterlogged wood until an ethereal doorway opens before you. Hell yeah! Screw you. Alright, I'm gonna open the map again. Oh, we're close.
It's right there.
These animated wooden effigies seem engaged in a ritualistic dance. They march in stiff patterns around a reflective piece of glass embedded on the soft ground. You lean in for a better look just long enough to make out the shard's mirrored surface, reflecting the ghostly image of the moon. You think to reach in and grab it, but the swirling limbs of the dancing totems are too dense and quick.
The
Oops,
way,
sorry.
you overgrown sticks. Maybe I can get them to shift their attention to some other glittering bauble? So now you have a new recipe to distract them.
Alright.
Ranjo.
Yeah. Just, you know, you can never have too much frog slime.
Never. You need to always have an abundance.
We're not going that way right now.
I'm guessing using a net on them doesn't work?
Nope.
Dang.
I don't really want to go toward the sick house. I do not want to, like, trigger any more,
Of the quest for the leech.
yeah. Genuinely
got...
just trying to get this clay. I did it again!
Damn it, Caitlin!
Damn it, Caitlin is correct. Okay. Let's craft one of those. And we'll craft one of those.
So, I guess whenever you find one that isn't by where that shard is, it'll tell you that its weakness is a snag vine.
Gotcha, so I need to find one of them boys, and I need to looky at him.
You gotta take a look-see.
I'm gonna take a little gander, take a little peek.
Take a little peek. There's one right there. Ah, that's what a snag vine is, okay. And you can make one. Yeah.
And I have to beat it with the hatchet.
Yeah, that's what it said. Oh, there you go. Awesome. So now you put all that stuff together, and now you got you a Moonlight Globe.
I'm gonna go give it to these effigy guys.
Maybe I can get them to shift their attention to some other glittering bauble.
You cast the glowing globe into the ritual circle and watch the wooden effigy suddenly lose coordination and knock their wooden limbs into each other. You take the opportunity to slip between their tall frames and snatch the mirror shard before their frenzied dance begins anew.
Oh, there you go. Now you just gotta bring all that to the maiden. Ooh.
I feel like this is gonna be faster.
Yeah, it is. And now you got that portal open to the swamp.
Hell yeah. I'm so excited
Oh
about
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Have you found any of the mirror shards? I wonder where they could be. You gingerly hand over the broken glass shards to the maiden. She's careful not to cut herself on the razor-sharp edges as she slots them into the mirror frame. The pieces click into place perfectly, and the surface of the mirror ripples like the water on the lake. The ripples calm, settling into the form of a pristine crystal mirror. She gazes into the mirror with awe. Look, it's as good as new. Oh. The maiden's reflection ripples and morphs into the visage of a handsome young man. My love, is that you? Overcome with joy, a fresh stream of tears roll down her cheeks. I can't believe my eyes. I don't understand. What happened? Where are you? I'm imprisoned inside my own head. It's horrible here. You've got to get me out. You went to the snake, didn't you? Why would you do something so stupid? Listen, my love. I have a confession to make. I'm not actually that good of a musician. What are you talking about? You were so beautiful upon your balcony, a bum like me would never get your attention, so I asked the snake to help me out a little. I thought I could protect myself with the snake's hypnotic gaze, with this mirror, but then you went and broke the darn thing. I didn't break it! It slipped out of my hand! Wait, don't push this on me! How could you be so irresponsible?
One problem at a time, children. We fixed the mirror, so it should be able to break the snake spell now.
Yes! Oh, you have no idea how unbearable it's been stuck in here. There's nothing but awful poetry and song lyrics that don't even rhyme. Please, Granny, take the mirror. I can hardly stand to look at this buffoon any longer. Babe, wait! I.
That man just is about to get absolutely destroyed once they're reunited. Ah, here. We are back to the noodle once again.
The noodle.
The noodle. Hello again, friend. Back again. Take a seat and let me gaze into that mind of yours.
Sudden dread grips the snake as you swing the shimmering mirror to meet its eyes. The mind-altering patterns of its gaze are reflected back to him. Slowly, but steadily, the snake leans closer and closer to the surface of the mirror. His forked tongue flicks against the glass and then disappears beyond it.
It's so beautiful.
Like the length of rope being pulled through an eyelet, the snake rushes forward and vanishes into his own reflection. The mirror jolts and bucks out of your hand, clattering to the ground. You stoop down, careful not to look too deeply. Hidden in the reflection of the mirror's surface, you can faintly make out a tiny wiggling shape, trapped just beyond the veil of this world. The soul of the snake.
We did it!
Woo! I think this is a good stopping point for this episode.
Yeah, we beat the snake, that stupid noodle. God.
So,
how dare he?
This has been it for today's episode of Wytchwood. We'll see you next time.
Alright. See you guys next time.